I believe that I'm on. Okay, let me check my big screen, you guys, or let me say what's up to you guys. This is your girl Sage, aka Sage the Urban Witch, and I am on for a live stream for you guys. Okay, yeah, surprise, surprise. I told you guys that I was definitely going to try to make more of an effort to come on a little bit more frequently for my collective out there. Okay, so that you guys could get that tea that you need to set you free. Okay, so yeah, I think I have a delay, but I'm still on. Everything seems to be working well. Okay, and hopefully my energy won't get so out there, you guys, that YouTube starts buffering. Okay, I'm still trying to figure out how to calm down that energetic and frequency and technology interference. Okay, I'm working on it. Okay, but in the meantime, in between time, you guys, happy Sunday to all of you guys out there. Okay, whoever that is, thank you for the hearts, appreciate it. Okay, welcome you guys, welcome to my channel. I thank you guys in advance for the likes, the shares, and the subscribes. Okay, and I also thank you to those of you guys who are purchasing readings from your girl. Okay, yes, indeed. I love to be of service to you guys. And so when you guys trust me with your energy to help you with a situation, to provide you with that clarity that you need, I am very honored to do so. So I thank you guys for purchasing readings. And I also thank you guys for those of you guys who are continuing to send donations through my website. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, and for those of you guys, the others of you guys who are watching, yeah, and you may be on the fence and you might be saying, oh, I want to get a reading, but I don't know. I don't know what to expect, or, I don't quite have my budget, where I need it to be right now. Okay, I want you guys to go and check out my website, because I do have what I call economy and mini readings from as little as $15 to $44, where you guys could get, a little snippet of your particular question answered via a personal reading. Okay, so go to the website and check it out. Okay, go and peruse and browse and peruse the website and see what I have to offer. Okay, because I guarantee that there is a reading that will definitely suit you. And then you guys can also get the readings in any type of format. I have multiple formats, so if you want it via emailed text type of reading, like a Word document, Word email type of reading, you have that as an option. You have the option for it to be given to you as a podcast style audio reading, and also, the tried and true YouTube unlisted video reading. Okay, so go on over there and check it out. And then if you guys are ready to push the button to get a personal reading from your girl, all you have to do is email me at WIZDOM@gmail.com. That's WIZDOM and Sage at gmail.com. Okay, all right. So you guys, I was meditating today on this very, very beautiful day, and Spirit was saying that a lot of you guys, a lot of you collective, you guys do not get your flowers. Thank you, God's Design. Thank you so much for that. Also, God's Design Tarot just reminded me, you guys, check this out now. Your girl got attention deficit, and y'all know I love you now. But, when I'm in the reading and I'm in the ethers, I'm tuned in and tapped in. And so I don't really look at the chat. And I say that because I don't want any of you guys to think that I'm ignoring you. That is never the case, okay? It's just that I want to really tune in so that I can give you guys this tea that you need to set you free, okay? And then after the reading, I always go to the chat and I say, what's up to my peeps in the chat, okay? Yeah, and then while we at it, we dismiss the roaches, because they gonna find a way up in here. But, the readings are for you guys, not for them. So hold tight. Y'all can continue to write in the chat, okay? And of course, I'll read all of your beautiful comments after the read, okay? All right. So as I was saying, you guys, as I was meditating today, for this reading. Today is, family day. And so, doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that with hubs and, with my animal babies, you got to do laundry, you got to straighten up. Then you need time for yourself. So, your girl got to do the spiritual bath. We got to do the this and the that, then we got to do the honey facials, then we got natural hair over here, it's thick, okay, it's long. So, we got to do the deep conditioning and the twisting and the this and the that, okay? And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to be tired today. But all of a sudden, I was very surprised that Spirit gave me a lot of energy. And he kind of whispered in my ear and say, baby girl, do a read today. You got the energy, you can do it. You can relax for the rest of the day, okay? Hubby gonna be out the way, and the fur babies, they gonna be still and let you rest, go ahead on and do a read. So you guys, I decided to come on through, and as I was meditating, Spirit was telling me that a lot of you guys who are part of my collective, you guys have gone through a lot, and honey, you need to get your flowers, okay? You guys are surrounded by people where they make it seem like some of the most impossible things that you guys have gone through. I'm hearing mission impossible. They make it seem like, that wasn't nothing. Oh, she survived a bear. That wasn't nothing. Oh, she lifted up a car. She ran in front of a car to, knock that child out of the way. That ain't nothing. Anybody can do that. She stopped a situation from happening with this stranger, stranger danger with this person eyeballing this little girl, when nobody was around in aisle 5. And, she walked up to the child and, pretended as though she was the child's mother and deterred that situation that could have gone from worse to horrible. That wasn't nothing. There are some most incredible things that you guys have either done for the sake of other people, come through Spirit, or for the sake of yourself. And Spirit was like, you guys need to get your flowers, because oftentimes you guys are surrounded by a bunch of haters and naysayers and people that, they low-key admire you, but then they hate you at the same time, okay? They love your gifts, but they hate the person that is, the gifts are bestowed upon. It's very weird. So y'all got a lot of people, a lot of haters that's confused. You got confused groupies, you got confused fans, and they will never let you know that some of the things that you have done or endured, it would have taken the average person out. And so today, dear one, I'm gonna give y'all flowers, okay? Because today's read is that you survived the impossible, yeah, and you shouldn't even be here, okay? Yeah. Now, trigger warning, you guys, because I don't know how Spirit gonna turn me this way, that way. And when I'm in the ethers, I go deep now. Some of this may sound like a personal reading, but shh, don't tell nobody. You ain't got to tell nobody as I'm tapping into your energy. But I just want to give you guys a trigger warning, because I don't know what may come out, okay? I'm just a vessel for the Most High, and I'm going to allow him to use me, okay? Come through Spirit. So, having said that, you guys, I pre-pulled some cards. I'm going to read them to you because I don't want to move them too much. I try to shift them where you guys, to the best of your ability, you could kind of see the cards, okay? But I'll read them to you, you guys, before we get into the read, okay? So, no particular order, you guys. I pulled the card Intuition in reverse, okay? Surrender in reverse. And then we have the Sun in reverse. We got a lot of reversals. I'm hearing reverse the curse. A lot of you guys have done that, okay? Those curses should have taken you out, dear one, but you're still here. Come through Spirit. Yeah. Next, we have the Ten of Swords, you guys. I pulled the Hunger card, okay? I'm hearing Hunger Games. They try to throw you into some Hunger Games, but you survived, okay? You still here. You still eating. You still, got your lights on, okay? Got the water on, you still paying your first and your 15th. And for some of you guys, even if you're in a home with a roof over your head that may not have your name on it, Spirit says it's temporary, honey. Home is where the heart is, and you ain't seen nothing yet. So hold tight, okay? But for what you've been through, you have survived the impossible, because that was supposed to have taken you out. Okay, come through, spirit. Now see, the messages are streaming and I'm trying to just read the card. Okay, I'm being naughty because every time I touch the card or just hover over the card, the messages just come to me. So I'm going to try to compose myself, because when I get excited, the YouTube starts buffering, all types of stuff start going on. So I'm going to try to calm down. Okay, but yeah, the next card we have, you guys, is comfort in reverse. Comfort in reverse. Okay, and then I pull the card, you guys, I regret using you and losing you. Yeah, they only regret that they got caught, okay, with their janky asses, but they don't regret nothing about what they did, okay, because they knew when they was doing it, dear one, they knew that before that raggedy fork tongue mouth of theirs, before they was about to spew out toxic things about you that wasn't true, they knew that it was wrong before they said it. Okay, so yeah, they regret that they got caught. They regret that you walked away. They regret that, you know, you gave them your whole entire ass to kiss, as you should have. Come through, spirit. But they don't regret that, you know, they did it. They just regret that, you know, the consequences for their actions. Okay, let's move on. Come through, spirit. Next card I pulled, you guys, is they want to recruit you, okay? And then we have secret society stalking you, okay? And then I pull the narcissist, okay? Yeah. So again, you guys, the read is you survived the impossible. You shouldn't even be here. Okay, so what are some of the things, dear one, that you survived? Okay, well, right off the bat, dear one, I'm hearing from spirit, because you were born very different, very special, very unique. Dear one, you were born to dance to the beat of your own drums. But unfortunately, a lot of you guys grew up in a family where there was a lot of stagnation. There was a lot of envy. There was a lot of codependency. There was a lot of toxicity and dysfunction. So unfortunately, you guys, from the time that you were a babe, you stuck out as a sore thumb, and the very ones that were supposed to love you, elevate you, bring you up, support you, were the very same motherfuckers that was trying to take you out. Come through, spirit. Hold me back, spirit. Hold me. Okay. So some of you guys from the start, dear one, I'm hearing that because you are very gifted, powerful, intuitive beings, you know, it was very, very hard, even from when you were young, even from the time that you were a young babe, for people to pull the wool over your eyes because you saw that pink elephant in the room. You know, people would lie to you in your little face. They would look at you in your little beautiful brown eyes, and you knew that that was a lie. But you also, as small as you were, knew that, oh, I can't tell the truth around here because it's not safe. I can't tell the truth to mommy. I can't tell the truth to daddy because they won't feed me, or they'll spank me and I don't deserve it. Or, you know, I can't tell them that, you know, my sister or my brother is bullying me or doing this because they'll, you know, blame me. So there were a lot of things there, one, even from the time that you guys were a tiny babe, where you knew that you were surrounded by a pack of wolves and you were doing the best that you could to survive. So a lot of you guys had to shut down your third eye. You had to shut down your gifts. You learned that you could not tell the truth because that would put you in a very dangerous situation where you would end up being abused or accused for nothing, for things that was not your fault, simply because you saw through the darkness and you saw through the lies and the deception. But you survived, dear one, because I'm hearing from spirit. For this particular energy that I'm tapping into, you guys may have grown up in, I'm getting like culty vibes here. Come through, spirit. I'm getting like, even if it's not some popular, well-known name of a cult, like, you know, Scientology, or, you know, some other type of cult, you know, where if you hear the name, people will say, yeah, I heard about that. That's a cult. Some of you guys, you know, you just thought that you was going to a regular, normal church, you know. It could have been a small family church where, you know, maybe your mother or your granddaddy was the deacon and everybody in the church was a family member. But something was kind of odd. Something was kind of off with that church. That church is a cult, okay? Because everybody had this hive mind mentality, and they beat down on the ones that had an independent mind that would ask questions. They made you feel ashamed. They made you feel like you was being disrespectful, like you was, disrespecting the Lord. How am I disrespecting the Lord? I'm asking you a question about the Lord just because your dumb ass don't know the answer. Don't blame me. Come through, spirit. So at an early age, dear one, I'm hearing systematic campaign where they really came for you guys. They came for your mind, your right mind, okay? I'm hearing that sacred text. God did not give me the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. That comes from the Most High, because it is a gift to have a sound mind with all of these crazy motherfuckers walking around you, okay, and trying to drive you just as crazy as they are. Some of you guys, you come from a family where they are plagued by mental illness, and they hated the fact that you had a sound mind. They hated the fact that you had a discerning mind, that you can see through their lies and their deception. So they abused you. I'm hearing verbal abuse, physical abuse. Oh, wow. Trigger warning for some of you guys, sexual abuse. All of these forms of abuse, dear one, and it was meant to shut down your mind so that you would no longer have that clear connection to the Most High, and that way they could continue to carry on doing their janky towards other people and towards you. Okay, they wanted to block your intuition. Okay, but you survived. Some of you guys, you were afraid to even admit to yourself that you're psychic. You were afraid to even admit to yourself that you're a seer, that you can see things. You dream dreams and you see visions, okay? And you shut it down. But now in this season, Spirit is working on you guys to, bring your gifts out into the forefront, because those gifts protected you. They saved your life. They will continue to protect you and save your life. These gifts are part of your purpose, your destiny. You are supposed to use these gifts not only for yourself, but to help others, okay? So yeah, a lot of you guys are discovering that the main people that clearly had some type of mental and emotional imbalance just goddamn crazy, just, 3 sheets to the left, the cheese then slid off the cracker a long time ago. Come through, Spirit. The elevator don't go all the way up on that bitch, okay? Yeah. They are a few fries short of a happy meal. That mofo is crazy. He's ill, okay? And it was the same ones, dear one, that had a serious issue. Some of them diagnosed, some of them undiagnosed. But they were trying to push it off on you because they were so threatened by your gifts and your ability to see. They did a lot of things to you, dear one. I'm hearing mind control. Because, with systematic abuse of, pretending to love you and then abandoning you. Pretending to love you and then, cursing you out. Pretending to love you and then neglecting you. That up, down, that causes a chemical imbalance in your brain. It restructures your brain. They were trying to mind control you guys. Literally, I'm hearing from Spirit. Some of you guys, you were under some type of MK Ultra mind program and you didn't even know it. Let me see if you are part of that type of family dynamic. Do you have people in your family that are in power positions in government? Yeah. Do you have people in your family that are, members of the secret society? Do you have people in your family that are Eastern Stars and Masons, like your girl Sage? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Did you ever have an ex? Did you ever have maybe a spouse that was a part of a secret society? I'm talking to you. Yeah. Do you have people that are in the industry? Sports industry, music industry, Broadway, any type of industry, broadcasting, or even in the medical industry. How about in the Army, in the military, the Navy, Air Force, the Marines, the Pentagon? Yeah, if you have people, dear one, in your bloodline that are in some of those sects of society, those prominent positions in society, you were considered to be a test experiment. Excuse me, they don't want me to get this message out. The message will get out. We rebuke the bitches. Fall back. Yeah. If you guys ever, found yourself in situations where you had people like this in your family, and, all of these people ganged up against you. They didn't love you. They didn't support you, but they made you stick out like the sore thumb. And just because you didn't do their bidding, just because you didn't allow them to disrespect you, to rob you of your free will, to rob you of your independence, just because, they consider disrespect to be you having your own mind when they were telling you do as I say and not as I do. You was like, no, I got my own mind, okay? I want to do what is best for me, and they consider that disrespect. So they set out to rob you of your independence, strip you of any type of friendships that you tried to have. They sabotage that. Any of the relationships that you have, they sabotage that, or they sent certain lovers to you so that they can keep an eye on you and have that lover report back to you. It's giving cringe, but I'm hearing from spirit, a lot of you guys are victims of this situation because they tried to do everything they could to strip you of your intuition via mind control, okay? They wanted you guys to be like some type of zombie, to do their will, to do their bidding. And for some of you guys, where this was a situation where you had an ex that was very abusive, but very overly sexualized and things of that nature, I'm hearing from spirit, this particular ex-lover or ex-spouse even, they had an agenda to either out of fear or either out of this false, warped, twisted sense of love and loyalty, you would do whatever he wanted you to do. And what was on his mind was for him to make money off your ass and put you on the track. Come through spirit. That's for somebody. Don't raise your hand because I already see you. But guess what, dear one? You survived, okay? Some of you guys have had to do a lot of things to survive now, okay? This is not a shame game right here, right now. We're talking about survival. Some of you guys had to get on OnlyFans. Yeah, some of you guys had to go to that club and shake what your mama gave you because she didn't give you nothing else. The bitch put you out when you was young. The bitch, set you up for failure, threw you to the wolves. All you had to do, the only thing mama gave you was a body and a pretty face, so that you had to shake what your mama gave you so that you can soon enough get that first and 15, get a little bit of foundation and get up off your feet and then turn it loose, whatever you had to do, and, reinvent yourself. Yeah, I'm talking to somebody. Yeah, you are a survivor, dear one, and you are not what you had to go through. You are not what you had to do, because what you went through would have taken out the average person, but you're still here. Come through, spirit. Yeah, some of you guys, I'm hearing from spirit, you survived the most ridiculous cases of gang stalking. Yeah. I mean, people were swarming you guys from the left. They were swarming you guys from the doggone right, okay? Every one of your circles where you gathered, your environments, your community was infiltrated from the inside out. Your family circle, your friendship circle. Some of you guys, every damn job you went to, you experienced some type of workplace mobbing or workplace bullying or harassment, or motherfuckers see you there. You on there for 3 months. You still going through 3 months of probation where your health insurance and your benefits haven't even kicked in yet before they trying to dismiss you and get rid of you. And the very same qualities that they sung your praises and say, oh my goodness, your resume is so impressive. Oh, you can do this. Oh, you can do that. Oh, you can meet the quotas before everyone else. You're such a dynamic worker. The very same things that they sung your praises about, dear one, a week or 2 weeks to a month later, they was trying to get rid of your ass because they was envious of those same qualities. Yeah, I'm talking to you. That would have taken out the average person. The average person that's a single mommy and she got to pay her bills and she don't have no support. And she need that job, and that job knew that she was in a sticky situation and they used it to their benefit. Some of you guys, you were pressured to, hang out with the boss man, if you understand, after 5. So that you can maybe get a raise or so that you wouldn't get fired, okay? And some of you guys, you turned down that proposition. And, you had these motherfuckers come up against you, where they blacklisted you, they fired your ass, and then you couldn't even get another job in that same field. So you either had to go back to school to get another degree to start over again, or you had to maybe try to relocate to another city, another town, where there wouldn't be this type of, following behind you and putting in a very terrible, horrible recommendation or non-recommendation against you so that you couldn't even keep a job. Okay, some of you guys have gone to, working at a very lucrative job, so by the time you got workplace mobbed and harassed and bullied, you had to do odd jobs that you never thought you would have to do just to make ends meet, because it was meant to take you out. Okay, it was meant for you to be under the will and under the dominion of someone else, a narcissist. I'm hearing from spirit. Okay, some of these people, dear one, I'm hearing Hunger Games. Okay, I'm hearing, they set you guys up in situations. Come through spirit. I'm hearing Truman Show. They set you up in situations where, they wanted to put you in the most harshest situations to see how long you would last, how long it would take for you to go down, to give up, to say, I submit, I surrender, for you to sleep with that person, for you to come to that person and do whatever they wanted you to do, for them to be able to put you on the track. For you to come groveling back to your narcissistic, wicked ass, demonic ass mammy. Whoa, mammy, she's a wicked bitch. I'll get on that whole later, okay? Right now, we talking about the collective. But some of y'all, you had the most horrible, wretched ass mothers, okay? Mommy Dearest didn't have nothing on this woman whose, egg you came up out of, whose womb you came up out of. She is wicked, okay? Set your ass for failure, and gets off on every time that she hears about you having a hard time, you going through some type of trial or tribulation. She loves it because she's been envious of you from the start. Okay, she has the spirit of Jezebel, and you have the spirit of Elijah, and Elijah and Jezebel, they didn't get along. Okay, if you don't know about it, read the sacred text. Okay, yeah. But I'm hearing from spirit, you survived that nonetheless. Some of you guys, you've had to make the ultimate sacrifices. Some of you guys, I'm hearing from spirit, your mother set it up so that you wouldn't have any type of independence without her. And that she did anything she could behind your back to sabotage you. Some of you guys would look up and say, damn, I lost another job. Damn, I lost another home. What the hell is going on? And you thinking that it's something that you did. It wasn't nothing that you did, boo. You thinking that it was something that you didn't do enough. Nah, it wasn't nothing that you didn't do. It was your goddamn mama, okay? Had a group of people that she recruited to come up against you. So every place that you went to where you were trying to find a sense of security and stability, she went behind your back. She paid people. Some of them, she talked to people at that leasing management office to get your ass evicted and put out of some bogus ass reason. Oh, my child, she can't take care of herself. Her and that child, my grandchild, they're in danger. Or she's over there in that she's over there in that townhouse doing, drugs, okay? She over there abusing her kids, okay? A lot of them called CPS on your ass. It was bogus. They tried to take your child or your children away from you, okay? They thought that it would drive you crazy. But God, you made it through, okay? It should have made you take yourself out. It should have made you do something criminal and take her crazy ass out. But, spirit held your hands tight to your chest and said, don't do it. Don't do it, because a better day is coming. Hold tight, it's coming. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving. You don't have to see where the end gonna be. I'm already here to let you know that you're getting closer to the other side, okay? Just keep walking farther and farther away from your toxic ass mother. Walk farther and farther away from that toxic ass baby daddy. Walk farther and farther away, and you're gonna make it. And some of you guys have been doing a faith walk. You don't even know where you headed. You just know that where you're going is a whole hell of a lot better than where you came from. Come through, spirit. Yeah. It was supposed to take you out, dear one, but you survived. It would have taken out the average person. And ironically, the very same people that set you up to fail, dear one, all of these type of campaigns that they put against you, this would have wiped their ass out. Ain't that about a bitch? They set you up for the very same things that they know they wouldn't have survived in your shoes an hour, let alone a day, and they set you up for it. But you survived, dear one. You survived the impossible. Some of them, dear one, I'm hearing from spirit, you guys had a plot. You had an agenda against you. Not only from beings in the flesh, toxic ass, backstabbing ass family members, backstabbing ass friends, backstabbing ass co-workers, backstabbing ass lovers. But some of you guys, even entities, spirits, beings came after your ass because they recognized your light. They knew that you was going to be here, okay? Just like, you had the 3 wise men that were looking for Jesus, Yeshua, to be born, and they were trying to follow the star to get to where he was. There were already people that knew the day and the time and the hour that he would arrive on the earth realm to do a mighty work, okay? Well, so for Jesus, Yeshua, so the same for you. There are people, dear one, that, they're into the ethos. They're into the craft. They know how to read Akashic records, and they know when a gifted one, when a daughter or son of the light is coming down in order to anchor the light into the earth realm and to do a mighty work against the veil of darkness, against the army of darkness. And they come for you. They come for you early when you're just a child. Some of them, dear one, I'm hearing from spirit, they sent people to you to rob you and strip you of your innocence. Yeah, to rob you and strip you of, your essence. A lot of you guys, I'm hearing from spirit, that molestation, that rape, that just treacherous behavior and deviance behavior that was done to you guys when you were in your most vulnerable state. That was a setup from the get-up. It had nothing to do with what you was wearing. It had nothing to do with you, quote-unquote, acting or looking fast. It had nothing to do with you being at the so-called wrong place at the wrong time. There was no motherfucking wrong place at the wrong time. You was where you was supposed to be, but somebody came for you. They were sent to you, dear one, to take you off of your trajectory. That molestation, that rape, that deviant situation that you were thrust into when you had no help from nobody, no support from nobody. You couldn't defend or protect yourself. That was sent to you to set you up to take your mind. You were supposed to go crazy off of that. You were supposed to go crazy. You're supposed to be in a mental institution. You're supposed to be on drugs. You're supposed to be on alcohol, dear one. But guess what? You survived, okay? And some of you guys, as I'm looking in the ethers here, you may have had a situation, I'm hearing Cutter, come through spirit. You may have had situations where, you've went through your dark night of the soul, where, you were dealing with, battling that demon of drugs, battling that demon of, alcoholism and depression and anxiety and things of that nature, but you survived, okay? And some of you guys, I'm hearing from spirit, you are sober, okay? And for whoever that message resonates with, congratulations, okay? Stay on the right track, okay? Because every day is a new day, but they try to take you out, okay? From the time when you were young and did not have an opportunity to even defend or protect yourself, okay? They thought that it was going to break your spirit. They thought that it was going to break down your self-worth and your confidence and knowing who you are, because the whole setup was so that you would not grow up to a situation where, you have a firm, powerful, strong voice that you can stand up and speak for yourself, and then also stand up and speak for the masses, okay? You were meant to do mighty things. You were meant to do great things. A lot of you guys, you were meant to be in the public eye in some way, shape, or form, okay? So, you got to put your best foot forward, okay? So a lot of people, they tried to shut you down. They tried to shut down your throat chakra, shut down your confidence, okay? Shut down, your sense of knowing who you are and where you begin and what others end. They played a number on you. They played a game on you, dear one. And I'm telling you that the average person, they wouldn't have made it. It would have taken the average person out, dear one. But you're not average, okay? I'm hearing mission impossible. You survived, okay? Yes, indeed. Some of you guys, dear one, they kept setting you up. You had people around you, dear one, that were setting you up in situations where, it would be constant betrayal. One thing after another. You guys would go from friend groups or, jobs with workmates, situations, and, relationship to relationship. And, it would always start off good. It always starts off good, because, the devil comes masquerading as an angel of light, okay? If he came to you with his fangs out, from the jump, you would run, okay? So yeah, they have to wear that mask, okay? But I'm hearing from spirit time and time after time, dear one, you kept finding yourself in situations where you were undergoing constant betrayal, people lying to you, people deceiving you, and you got to the point, dear one, where you had enough because you knew that it was the breaking point where either if another motherfucking thing happened to you, you gonna take somebody out because you don't want to take yourself out, or you're going to end up institutionalized and or in prison. And let me tell y'all, for my collective, as I'm looking in the ethers here, with your handsome self, bruh, with your fine self, sis, none of y'all look good in prison orange. Come through, spirit. You know, blue might be your color. Yeah, pink might be your color. You look good, girl, in those earth tone colors. That brown just brings out your beautiful skin. It brings out the brightness in your eyes. But let me tell you, prison orange is not a color for you. You know, that's not your vibe, okay? So, you know, it almost took you out. But spirit, you know, removed you from that situation and you survived. Dear one, you survived the impossible. Because some people are the type of people where they love so hard, all they need is another, just one more, just another motherfucker to come to them and say they love them, only with the agenda to break them down. That's all they need, and then they will snap. And that's why a lot of times when you see on the news or in these documentaries where they have, you know, a rising number of women in prison, a lot of them in prison for protecting themselves, for defending themselves, because they had had their enough is enough moment, and they said to themselves, if this motherfucker hit me one more time, I'm going ham. If he hit me one more time, it's going to be his ass, okay? And unfortunately, they snapped and got to that point, and the system is so corrupt that they didn't see that as self-defense. And so a lot of divine feminines are behind prison walls, because they have reached their enough is enough moment. And dear one, they set you up. That was supposed to be you. You were supposed to be in a cell next to, you know, Big Anna. You know, cell number X54322, okay? You were supposed to be near her ass, in the cell with her. You know, you were supposed to be her girlfriend. Yeah, but God, he changed the situation around, okay? Yeah. There you got a lot of haters there. When you got a lot of enemies, you got a lot of people in high places. I'm talking about, you know, sorcerers. I'm talking about warlocks. I'm talking about magicians. I'm talking about Eastern Stars and Masons. I'm talking about Scientologists, come through, spirit. I'm talking about Rosicrucians. I'm talking about all these people that think that, you know, they're in high places and that they're above God and that they're supposed to be the gatekeeper in your life. They are now, dear one, scratching their heads trying to figure out what the hell happened. Why are you still here? Come through, spirit. Because you wasn't supposed to be here, dear one. You survived the impossible. Yeah. Some of you guys, dear one, I'm hearing from spirit, you know, they got this agenda towards you, dear one, because they hate the fact that you're the type of person. I'm hearing you can definitely rub two nickels together to make a dime, and then at the end of the day, you can still look fine doing it, okay? Yeah, you don't have to depend on a lot of other people, you know, you're very independent, very self-sufficient. You know, you may have grown up around people or dated people that, you know, they got their whole sense of identity from being with you, dear one. You gave them a good look, or, you know, you grew up in a family where you were the caretaker from a very, very early age, and you know, you didn't oftentimes get a chance to have a childhood or just to be, because you were thrust into the role of being a parent. Perhaps you were the oldest sibling and you had to take care of all of the little siblings under you, and you felt like you was the goddamn mama. Okay, yeah, that's for somebody. But you know, now I'm hearing from spirit, because you guys have this grit about you, and you know how to go out and get it. You know how to get it out the mud. There are people, dear one, that hate this about you. They hate the fact that you're self-sufficient. They hate the fact that you know how to make your own money, okay? Even when you lose a job, you can find a way to get a job. Even when you lose a home, you can find a way to find another roof to put over your head, okay? Even if it's not yet where you want it to be, you know, you have enough know-how to figure out how to navigate in this mean, wicked world to keep a roof over your head until such a time that spirit elevates you. Yeah, and there are people that are so hateful, so resentful of this, dear one. They want to keep thrusting you into the Hunger Games, okay? That's where the gang stalking is coming from. They want you, come through, spirit, I'm hearing, they want you to bow down, okay? There is someone, dear one, you know, they go out of their way because at the end of the day, they know how powerful you are. They know how gifted you are. And if they can get you to bow down and submit, they just feel as though that's just going to just, elevate them in a way that they have never been elevated before. I'm also hearing destiny swapping, okay? It is just what, this person would just get off. This group would just get off. This family would just get off on somehow finding out, dear one, where is your Achilles heel? Where is your weakness so that I can tap that shit and force you, bitch, to bow down to me? Somebody want to be the God in your life. Yeah, somebody been taking you through hell, through high water because they want you to curse your God, whoever you define your God to be, because they want to be your God. This is a narcissist. This is a demon here. This is someone that is definitely, a part of a secret society, dear one, that has been stalking you. And where this most resonates, you guys have always felt like, damn, you've never had no peace. You always got to look over your shoulder. You always feel like you're being watched, monitored, like somebody following you. They following you in your car, or they following you in the goddamn grocery store. They following you in the post office. They following you at the bank, okay? They following you online. They don't like your ass. They don't support your ass. They ain't gonna like, share, and subscribe, but they gonna clock your tea. Every time you got something going on, the motherfucker refreshing their cell phone, their tablet, and everything else they got going on to see what you doing so that they can monitor you, keep tabs on you so that they can block you and stop you, okay? They want to keep you, dear one, in the Hunger Games. A lot of my collective that I'm talking to, if you guys are on social media, okay, if you popped out because it's meant for you to be in the public eye because you guys are very influential, if you find that no matter how on point you are, no matter how on point you know that you are with your destiny, you know that there's something that you're doing online that you're meant to do, but you're not seeing the numbers, you're not seeing the views, you're not seeing the support, your haters are louder than your motherfucking lovers and supporters, that is by design, okay? Yeah, I'm hearing, don't believe the hype, okay? Don't believe it's a distraction, it's an illusion, it is not what it really is, okay? Yeah, you got people, dear one, that have gone behind the scenes, that have paid people, even on social media platforms, to shadow ban you. And your girl Sage is going through it. So I tell you what I know. Yeah, But dear one, Spirit says keep moving forward because the shadow band is going to lift. Keep moving forward and keep doing what you're doing because the people that are meant to see you, they're going to find you because it's not an algorithm thing. It's an energy thing. It's not an algorithm thing. It's not an analytics thing. It's a God thing. It's a spirit thing, baby. If it's meant for you to be seen, vibration is going to find vibration. Light is going to attract light. You're going to find your people. You're going to find your tribe. The test, though, is for you not to give up. This test, though, is not for you to believe in the shenanigans and the fuckery and to believe that, hey, maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe I'm not popping like I thought I was popping. Bullshit, you popping and you locking and you rocking, baby. Keep moving forward, okay? Everything else is a lie. Don't y'all know numbers and statistics can be manipulated? Yeah, if you didn't know that, you need to know that. Yeah, they could take away views and add views. They can, have bots. They can add bots. They can take away bots, okay? They can skew the numbers on your analytics. They can fuck with your AdSense, okay? But they can fuck with your AdSense, but you got common sense, okay? Come through, Spirit, and God is going to see you through. Keep moving because you're on point. You're on destiny, okay? The reason why they're coming for you is because you're so powerful. Now, if you was talking about all that dumbass shit, if you was feeding people's delulu, okay, if you was doing something that was bringing more harm to the youth and more harm to the masses than bringing enlightenment, you would have lots of numbers. Yes, you would. You would have lots of views and brand deals and merch collaborations and a lot of this and a lot of that. So Spirit says understand the difference between what's real and what is an illusion. Okay, keep working. Okay, you on point, you doing what you're supposed to be doing, and I'm hearing from Spirit the message is being heard. Okay, just don't stop, don't give up. Okay, yeah, but they want you to stop. They want you to be in the Hunger Games. Yeah, they want you to, cry and whine and moan and say, fuck this shit. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of being nice. I'm tired of being, on a team of light. Cause I ain't getting no money. I ain't getting paid. I ain't getting my worth. I ain't getting my flowers. Okay, you gonna get them, dear one. It's coming. The deception and the counterfeit always comes before the real. Okay, and if you keep moving forward, you're gonna find out what all the warfare was all about. If you make it to the other side, you're going to find out what all of the resistance was all about, okay? Yeah, robbers don't come for empty vaults, so you got to be locked and loaded or they wouldn't be coming for you in the first place, okay? Here you are with a little bitty channel, 500, subscribers, 700 subscribers, 3,000 subscribers, 11,000 subscribers, and they coming for you like your ass got 1.5 million. And you know why? Because you got 1.5 million energy. Come through, spirit. You got 1.5 million influence. Yeah, you got 1.5 million high vibrational power. Okay, yeah. And they can't stop you, dear one. They may try to delay you, but they can't stop you. They may try to play mind games with you to get you to stop yourself, okay? But if you know who you are and whose you are and why you're doing what you're doing, nothing and no one can stop you. I'm hearing from spirit what God has for you is for you. Yeah, what God has for me, it is for me. Come through, spirit, old school. That's for you, dear one. Somebody hates the fact that you won't stop, that you won't give up, okay? Because you know what God has for you is for you, and you ain't got to join no, societies, okay? You ain't got to bend over, you ain't got to fall on your knees, you ain't got to do strange things for change, you ain't got to be with nobody that you can't stand and don't want to be with, you ain't got to say yes to a motherfucker that your body is screaming for you to say no. Come through, spirit, and they mad. Well, let them motherfucking be mad, okay? If you're mad, go to anger management classes, bitch. And if you're scared, go to church. Come through, spirit. Yes, sir. Uh-huh. Dear one, you wasn't supposed to make it now. You survived the impossible. You're not even supposed to be here. I'm hearing from spirit, there was a setup from the get up. There's someone, dear one, that had targeted you, divine feminine, as fine as you want to be. And you have such a beautiful heart. You're so loving. You're so giving. Someone, came to you, dear one. The agenda was not only to, lock you down with a quote unquote poverty baby, because they saw that if anyone was going to make it out the hood, oh, come through, spirit. I'm talking to somebody. If anyone was going to make it out of the hood, dear one, it was going to be you. They saw that light on you, and they was like, we got to stop this hoe. We got to stop this bitch. Somebody was sent to you to slow you down, okay? They thought that if they was to lock you down with a baby, that would set you back. That would set back that would cause you to abort your destiny. That would make you too tired because you focus on trying to take care of Junior, trying to take care of the little one, that you ain't got time to, go on those auditions, baby, because your face is supposed to be seen on the big screen, okay? Because you would be too tired. Yeah. You would be too tired to read them cards, girl. Spirit say throw them cards. And you like, damn, but I'm tired. I just worked this long shift. I've been on my feet all day. I don't even have enough energy. Yeah, it was a setup from the get up, okay? That someone came into your life, dear one. They wanted to, lock you down with I'm hearing a poverty baby. Somebody wanted to come to you, dear one, come through spirit, because they were trying to come to you and give you a gift that keep on giving. They wanted to give you some letters that you couldn't give back, okay? Yeah, somebody came to you guys and they meant to give you the H and the I and the V, but God reversed that thing. It did not happen. Come through spirit, and for that you should give thanks, okay? Some of them, some of y'all, you better be glad that all you had to do was go to the free clinic crew and get a shot in your ass because you had a little itch or you had a little burn, because what was meant for you was far worse than what you got. I'm talking to somebody. It was a setup. And spirit say stop beating up on yourself because you gave that motherfucker a chance, okay? Because you let your guard down. Because he came to you to throw you off path. He came to you to lock you down with a child. I'm hearing bondage. I'm hearing this is someone, dear one, they wanted you to be caged up, okay? I'm hearing I want you all to myself, okay? Where they recognize your gifts, your talents, and your abilities, but they wanted to literally siphon your energy, drain you, where, you would be no good to nobody, not even yourself, but to that person. You were set up by a warlock. You had a baby by a warlock, and for all intents and purposes, this should have taken you out, but you are protected. Come through, Spirit. Your child is protected. Now, they trying to work on your child. Somebody trying to work on your child because they trying to get to you. But Spirit is saying your child is protected, and you are protected, okay? Keep your prayers of protection up, okay? Keep doing your spiritual baths, okay? Keep doing your candle work, okay? Keep doing your bay leaf burnings, okay? Wherever you are, when you lay your head, get you some salt and lay you some salt lines in the corner, and in the front of the door, in the front of your house, in the back of your house, okay? Keep the enemy out, okay? And pray over your child, especially when you have joint custody. You don't want, your son or your daughter's vessel to be clean when they're with you, and then when they go with that demon that happens to be their daddy, or that demon that has to be with their mama because they got custody, then you got to start all over again. Keep your child prayed up, okay? Yeah. Learn how to make those gree or those juju bags, where you put some herbs in a little pouch or a sachet, and teach your little one how to keep it in their shoe, and don't tell nobody, and keep it in there. That's protection, okay? Teach your son how to wear that tiger's eye necklace, okay? He just think it look cool, but dear one, that is a form of spiritual protection to ward off evil eye, okay? To ward off mind manipulation by other people around him, other kids in school, other kids in the playground, and by his own goddamn daddy. Okay, that's for somebody, okay? Yeah, but they meant to take you out, dear one, but it did not work, okay? Some of them, dear one, you're meant to be a mommy. I'm talking to one energy I'm tapping into. Part of your destiny, sweetheart, is to be a mother. But you have been having miscarriage after miscarriage after miscarriage. And you have fallen into a depression, okay? You have fallen into a state of anxiety. But Spirit says, dear one, it is not you. There is nothing wrong with your body. You with the wrong person, and your body is rejecting that person. You're not meant to have a child with that person, okay? This person, you will know that this is for you because this relationship is toxic, okay? This mofo wants you and then everybody else, okay? Yeah. He wants you as, you the main thing that he like to have on his arms. But dear one, he got many others, and Spirit don't want you to bring a child up in that situation. So you have not been able to conceive because it is not meant for you to conceive with this person, and Spirit is making a way for you to come up and out of that relationship safely. Yeah. And then you're going to find that after you spend some time purging and detoxing your body from that toxic negative energy of that motherfucker that you was with, when you get into a high vibrational relationship, you're going to be able to conceive, boo, just like that, okay? You're meant to have children, and I just heard the number 3, okay? You're going to be a mommy, but just not with that one. That's not the right one, okay? That's for somebody. Some of you guys, dear one, I'm hearing from Spirit, you may have been going through issues with your womb, okay? Fibroids, I'm hearing from Spirit. You catch a UTI just like that, okay? You catch a yeast infection just like that, okay? It's always seeming to be something that's going wrong. I'm hearing from Spirit, somebody is doing that janky ass juju. They're trying to curse your womb. Somebody is very envious of the fact, dear one, that you're young and you're vital, and they may be 10 to 20 years older than you. That you got your whole life ahead of you, and they too busy trying to compete with you, and they don't want you to be fertile. They're trying to curse your fertility. They're trying to curse your productivity, whether it is that you're meant to produce children or to produce a business or produce a life for yourself away from this person. I'm getting toxic mother vibes. Some of you guys got those toxic ass mothers. They closet witches. They closet sorcerers, and they're cursing your womb, okay? And for those of you guys where this message resonates and you know this is to be you, you ain't got to raise your hand. Spirit says, do some research, sweetheart, on yoni steaming and begin to do that for yourself, okay? Look up some different herbs that would be good for you, that would help to purge your womb and your body energetically, okay, from those toxic blockages in your womb that is preventing you from conceiving, or even preventing you from producing a business, preventing you from being able to take care of yourself, you know, to provide for yourself, to have your own security and stability for yourself. Your womb is being affected. Your root chakra is being affected. That's not you, dear one. Ain't nothing wrong with your body. That is spiritual. Okay? Yeah. Spirit said start yoni steaming, okay? And develop a more personal relationship with your creator, with the divine, however you define the divine to be for you. You need to get up on that, okay? And if you don't have an ancestor altar, I'm hearing from Spirit, you need to make one, okay? Allow Spirit to give you the downloads in terms of, you know, how you can create your altar. Some of you guys in your bedroom, on your dresser, you can create an altar on your dresser, okay? With a candle, something that represents earth, air, fire, water, and spirit, okay? Yeah, I'm not going to tell you how to do it. Spirit wants you to come to Spirit for the answers, okay? Because my gifted ones, you guys are empowered. You come and get the downloads, you come and get the confirmations, but you don't lean and rely 100% on someone outside of yourself, okay? Because you are gifted and you're soon going to be a gift to other people, okay? This is just a situation, honey, of iron sharpening iron. So Spirit says you know what to do, and if you don't yet know, you're going to learn because you're going to ask, okay? I'm hearing ask and you shall receive, okay? Knock and the door shall be open unto you, yeah? But some of you guys, dear one, you weren't supposed to make it because, you know, they figured out that they couldn't destroy you, so they wanted to recruit you. And, you know, some of them, dear one, I'm hearing from Spirit, they're now currently facing heavy judgment. Some of them, dear one, they're going through serious health issues. I'm hearing foreclosure. I'm hearing eviction. The same things that they wanted for you is happening to their ass. And I'm hearing from Spirit, you survived. But they ain't going to be so lucky. Come through, Spirit. And a lot of you guys, you're going to know exactly who these people were that came up against you. Because Spirit says they're going to come around to you, you know, trying to reconcile. That's how you know that's that bitch. Yeah, she prayed on me to be homeless. She prayed on me to get with this janky mofo that wanted to beat upside my head every goddamn day and twice on Sunday. You the one, ho. You the one. Yeah, they're going to come around to you. They're going to, you know, all of a sudden now, dear one, they need your help. All of a sudden now, you look good. They didn't want you back then. A lot of you guys, you got that Mike Jones effect on you. Y'all know the Mike Jones effect. Yeah, back then, they ain't want you. Now you're hot. They all up on you. Come through, Spirit. Yeah, you know, you wasn't a good look for them then, dear one. But now you looking good in your neighborhood. And now they want to circle back around. They want to reconcile. They want to do over. It's a no-go, dear one. But, you know, Spirit says they're going to come. They're going to try to come back around. They're going to try to slide through your DMs. They're going to try to leave a message in the comment section. Yeah, they're going to try to do a drive-by. Oh, I was just in the neighborhood. You know, I just thought I'd stop on by. Well, stop your ass on back where the hell you came from, partner. Get the hell on and get some more, goddammit. Yeah. That's how, you dear one, you're going to know who were the people that were part of the plot against you to bring you down. All of a sudden, you're going to get a phone call. And you're going to be like, who is this? Hell, I don't answer no unknown numbers. I don't answer no private numbers. They got me fucked up. And Spirit gonna whisper in your ear, just pick it up, answer it, pick it up. I'm gonna show you something. So you just decide to pick it up and you ready to say, I'm not interested, click, you know, because you thinking it's a telemarketer. It's gonna be an old flame. Yeah, it's gonna be, you know, somebody in your family that you've been estranged from and you ain't talked to in 2 years, 3 years, 18 months. And all of a sudden, I know you ain't heard from me in a while, but I just wanted to reach out because such and so ain't doing so well. They in the hospital. They got cancer. Oh, they gonna have to have surgery. Oh, this happened and that happened. And you're going to be like, what the fuck you want to tell me for? Why do I care? Because the same thing, dear one, that is happening to them now is what they prayed on to happen to you. Some of them, they had your ass on the altar. Some of them, they put you in a jar. Yeah, some of them, they took your ass, a picture of you or some of your hair. These are people in the family that have access to some of your hair, like a parent or some shit. They, the indigenous people, them indigenous mothers, they keep your hair. They keep some of your hair from the time that you was a baby. They might still have that time that tooth fell out of your mouth when you was 3 years old. You be surprised. And they take certain objects and artifacts of you and they take it to a goddamn babalawa on the low vibrational tip. They take it to a shaman on the low vibrational tip. Yeah, they take it to someone, a priestess of Ifa, a priestess of Santeria, on the low vibrational tip to, block you, to stop you, to monitor you, to keep tabs on you. Yeah. And some of you guys, just because of the fact that it did not work, okay, that curse has to return back to sender because it had no place to land. But Spirit is going to clear up all of the doubt, all the confusion, and show you guys who was responsible for the years of up, down, unemployment, get a job, lost a job, overemployment, got a raise, got fired. Underemployment, trained this person, they passed me up and then fired me. AI took over my job, okay? Got a nice car, somebody slashed my tires. Got a nice car, it was stolen, okay? Got a nice apartment, oh shit, I'm being gang stalked in my apartment. Got a nice gentleman friend, oh hell, he crazy. This motherfucker is ill. He's schizophrenic. He's abusive. Now he's stalking me. Now I can't get rid of the motherfucker, I should have never said hi to him because now 2 years later, he's still following me. Oh, come through, Spirit, with that confirmation. We know it to be true. He's still lurking online. He still got his raggedy ass mammy and his goddamn sister lurking and following me and cyber trolling me. If I wish that I could take back and turn back time, and if I saw that motherfucker in a grocery store, if I saw him at the gym and I knew then what I knew now, I would have turned the other way. I would have went to another gym. I would have went down another aisle in the damn grocery store because this motherfucker is ill. Come through, Spirit. But they're going to begin, dear one, to come back around because they're going to try to test the temperature. They want to see if they can still get in where they fit in. Yeah, I ain't seen Lisa in a long time. Damn, Lisa looking good now. I know I ain't worth a good goddamn, but I'm gonna see, if she really got boundaries like she presenting herself to be, she done dropped some weight, she looking good, or she making money, or that business doing good, or she popped out on social media and she getting a lot of attention from a lot of suitors, and I just feel like, hell, nah, that's mine. You got motherfuckers, dear one, that want to claim you, and they ain't doing a motherfucking thing for you. They ain't paying your bills. They ain't, if this is a baby daddy or baby mama, they ain't taking care of their responsibilities with the child that you guys brought into the world together. But yet they got the audacity to try to hold you to them like you some goddamn possession. Then they see other people giving you attention. Now they want, the attention. They want you all to themselves. And then if you was to give them another chance, dear one, that karmic cycle will start all over again. But Spirit is saying, when they try to come back, it's not for you to reconcile with them. No, it's not for you to allow them to come back in and pretend as though you didn't recognize that that's a goddamn duck. If it quacks like a duck, if it act like a duck, it's a motherfucking duck. It's a mud duck, okay? It wasn't for you to play boo-boo the fool. It's for Spirit to show you that this is the person, this is the people, this is the group, this is that girl, that guy that had a big part to play in undermining and sabotaging your life, where something happened and you was not supposed to survive, but you made it. And they trying to circle back around and gather more evidence to figure out, damn, bitch, what's your blueprint? How you making it? Where's your strength? You like Samson, and you got a bunch of Delilahs coming towards you, dear one, and they trying to figure out, where does your power lie? Is it in your hair? Cause your hair look good, girl. It's popping. Is it in your skin? Cause your skin look good, girl. It's popping. Girl, what is your strength lie? And they want to smooth talk your ass so that they can find out where's your power. Oh, it's your relationship with the divine? Oh, okay. Well, now that I know, bitch, I'm gonna fuck that all up. Oh, it's your independence, okay? It's your strong boundaries, and you learning how to have values for yourself and learn how to, value yourself and then add tax, okay? You learning how to say no and putting your foot down. Oh, bitch, that's your power? Okay, I'm glad I know, because I'm coming to fuck that up. Yeah, that's the only reason, dear one, why they're coming back around. They're not coming back around for you to reconcile. They're not coming back around for you to give them another chance. Nah, this ain't Biggie. They don't get no another motherfucking chance. Come through, Spirit. It's for you to know who were the people that played a part in your demise. Who are the people that tried to keep you down, and now they mad that you didn't stay down. They mad that you survived. Okay? Spirit says that door is closed, keep it closed. But if they so happen to weasel around, some of them during one day watching your Etsy business owner, you popping it and you doing what you got to be doing there. Are you selling hair? Are you an artist? What you doing online, girl? You got a lot of eyes on you. You doing good, okay? Yeah, you making a way out of no way for yourself, okay? You're not quite where you're going to be, okay? I'm hearing this cooking, okay? I'm hearing let it cook. But you're doing enough now where you got people from your past, a particular person that got their eyebrow raised, and they like, she wasn't doing all of this. He wasn't doing all of this when I was with him. So why he popped out? Why he all confident? Why she confident? Why they doing this now? Let me find out what's going on. Yeah, let me get some of that money. Let me get some of that. Some of these people, they feel entitled to you. They feel as though, you got away. And when they was with you, you was down and out. And that's only because they was draining the hell out of your ass, okay? And now that they can no longer drain you like a battery, you have come up. But they still trying to figure out how they can get in where they fit in. They can't. So they ain't. Spirit says keep the door closed. But they gonna try to come back around, dear one. I want to let you guys know. I don't even know if we in a Mercury retrograde yet. We might be, okay? I gotta look at this little app that I have and see what's going on with the planetary alignments and things of that nature. But we could potentially be in a Mercury retrograde, okay? Don't quote me on it. And Spirit is saying a lot of people from your past, a lot of toxic people, they're going to try to come back around. They want to test your boundaries to see if they can still get back in, okay? This new you, this got to be a phase. This got to be a fad. Oh, you didn't let them numbers. You didn't let that business success. You didn't let that social media influence go to your head, girl. You didn't let that go to your head, guy. Or you think you got some clout? Okay, well, let me come back in and let's see how long that lasts, okay? Yeah. The snakes are going to try to come back in, dear one. They're going to be snakes from your family. They're going to be snakes from old social circles that when you was with that social circle, dear one, you was doing a whole bunch of shit that you ain't had no business. But that's all right. You grew up out of that and you're a different person now, okay? Yeah, you used to be the party girl. You used to be the party guy. You used to puff pass like nobody's business. Yeah, and now you just meditating, okay, and drinking your green smoothie and doing your walks, and, going to Starbucks and getting your frappuccino, kappa, kaka, laka, maca with 2 pumps of this and a scoop of that, baby. You're looking good, baby. You ain't got to puff pass no more like that. You got a natural high. And they trying to figure out, oh, really? Well, this is just a phase. This is just a fad, They ain't seen me in a while. Somebody think, dear one, that, as soon as you hear their voice, as soon as you see their face, your knees going to buckle and you're going to forget all of the hard work, all of the healing that you went through. You better make a lie out of that mofo. Yeah, you better make a lie out of her because she trying to come back. You better make a lie out of him because he trying to come back. Yeah. They regret using you and losing you, not because they have changed the error of their ways, dear one, but because they got caught. Because now that you have pulled back your power and now that you have established those firm boundaries, the curse has to find somewhere to land. and it cannot land on you. Your vibration is too high, so it keeps missing you. It's like they're shooting an arrow, but because your altitude is so high, it keeps missing. So the arrow has to find some place to land, and it's going to circle back around and hit them right in their ass. And a lot of them, dear one, they're facing that karma now. And this is why they're so hell-bent. They're so anxiety now, stressed, trying to figure out how to get back into your life so that they can take this pressure. I'm hearing pressure. They're trying to take the pressure off of them, dear one. The money ain't right now. You know, some of them, they got a hole in their pocket now. Some of them, they having to go to the doctor too much. Damn, what's wrong with my stomach? What's wrong with my hip? What's wrong with my ass? You know, I can't breathe properly. This and that's happening. That and that is happening. What's wrong with my car? Everything is fucking up in their life. And so, you know, they regret using you and losing you, dear one. Because, you know, now that you pull back your power and you know who you are, but more importantly, you know who the hell they are. That sword, that target, that bullet, that, you know, dart that they sent towards you, that curse that they sent towards you, that evil eye that they sent towards you, that word cursing that they sent towards you, that last spell that they did on the last new moon or the last full moon that they did against you, dear one, it has no place to fall on you. It's unwarranted and unjust, and so it has to come back around to them. And it has already hit them. Yeah. And so they want you to come and take the ease off. Ain't this about a bitch? I'm hearing from spirit. The main ones, dear one, that is going to come towards you looking for your help are the main ones that did everything in their power to come up against you to destroy you. Ain't that about a bitch? And I mean, you better tell them to kiss the whole entirety of your ass if they dare have the audacity to come back and try to be up in your face. Okay? Yeah, this ain't no love and light over here. We soldiers over here. You come at me with that bullshit, I'm gonna toe tag you, ho. That's what we doing over here at the House of Sage. Ain't nobody playing that dumbass goofy on the mountain cross-leg kumbaya shit. Okay? The motherfuckers that do that, they be up out of their body before they time. Not over here. Okay? Yeah, but they're going to try to come through. Spirit said it's only a reminder for you guys to have an idea of who played a part in your demise, who played a part in trying to take you out, who is pissed off and upset that you're still here because now that curse is going to hit their ass instead of you. Okay? All right, dear one. So I can go on and on and on. I'm going to come up out the ethers. I don't even want to look at the time because I'm going to be like, damn, I know I was up in the ethers for a while. But I'm going to turn it loose, dear one, and I'm going to give you guys some signs. I'm going to look anyway. Damn. Yep. We over an hour. And it's very interesting, dear one, because it's like when I'm reading, when I'm in the ethers in the read, I swear it only feels like 15, 20 minutes. But there it is, okay? You guys needed to know that. You needed to hear that. That is that tea that you need to set you free. But more than that, dear one, Spirit wants to give you guys your flowers because you survived the impossible. I'm hearing mission impossible. You survived things that would have took the average person out. It was supposed to take you out. And the only reason why it didn't is because you're not average. Yeah. You're going to have to come to terms with that, dear one. You're not like everybody else. You're different. You're powerful. Okay? And a lot of people ain't going to tell you that. A lot of people ain't going to give you your flowers. But today, Sage and Spirit is giving you your flowers. Pat yourself on the back, okay? Pop your collar. Kick your leg up. Smile. And say, we did that thing. We did that shit. I ain't even supposed to be here. My birthday coming up, I wasn't even supposed to make it to see another day around the sun. I'm still here. I'm still standing. I'm the baddest bitch. You want to come at me? Come for me. Fuck with me. See what happened to ya. Talk your shit, dear one. Pop your shit, okay? You deserve it. Because you ain't even supposed to be here. But you made it. All right, I'm going to turn it loose now. I'm going to turn it loose. Hold me back, Spirit. Hold me. Hold me, Spirit. All right, y'all, I'm going to give y'all some signs, okay? And then I'm going to say hi to the chat, and then I'm going to turn it loose for you guys to enjoy the rest of your beautiful Sunday, morning, evening, day, whatever, time that it is in your neck of the woods, okay? I also want to let you guys know that personal readings are still available. And if you want to, get a personal reading, come get you one. Holler at your girl. Email me at wisdomandSage@gmail.com. Okay? And write reading in the subject line, and we'll get you started. We'll hook you up, okay? So that you can find out what's going on in the blind spots of your life, okay? You are meant to be the head and not the tail, above and not beneath, first and not last, a lender and no longer a borrower. That is your destiny. Anything else that's not you, that don't belong to you, you got to come up out of that thing. Come through, Spirit. Okay? All right. I'm going to give y'all some signs. Hold me back, Spirit. I see why he wanted me to come on today. All right. For those of you guys where this message most resonates, you or they, dear one, could very well be a Pisces, Leo, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini. I just heard Spirit told me to say Aquarius is very strong. That's for somebody, okay? Taurus, if I didn't say so already. Leo rising, Scorpio moon, Aquarius moon, Capricorn rising, if I didn't say so already. Okay, that's all I'm hearing for the signs. And I just heard the number 12, 3, 10, and 1, okay? It could be your life path number, the date on which you were born, or the month that you were born. Or, it could be a series of numbers in your telephone number, your residential address, area code, or, social media avatar, okay? Maybe your name is Julie 10, 12, okay? That's for you, okay? Yeah, all right, guys, so let me put these cards together, because if I keep looking at them, the streams keep coming and I'm trying to hold it down. I'm trying to shut it down. Okay? Let me look up, you guys, at the chat and see what y'all talking about up in here, okay? Before I turn it loose, okay? So let's see, we have God's Design Tarot. She sent floating heart for 10 jewels. Thank you, God's Design Tarot. Appreciate you. And then you wrote, they want to discredit you. That was the overall energy of my personal reading. I did on myself when I asked the energy between me and family. Then I asked what part of my life is like Carmelo Anthony. I hear you, dear one. So you got some confirmation, and I'm so glad that you did, okay? Yeah, okay, let's see. RS Chosen One says, thank you for your great intuitive readings. You're very welcome, RS Chosen One, okay? I'm just being obedient to Spirit, okay? But thank you so much. I appreciate it, okay? Queen the Empress says mandatory blood test will verify it. Yeah, mandatory blood test will verify if you have some type of STD, or if you have some type of, blockages in your womb. Science and spirit works together, okay? A lot of times, they work together, but, for whatever reason, society wants to separate them. But, the spiritual realms is not as spooky woo-woo as people are led to believe. So that's very, very true. And then you said they are all imposters. Yeah, these fake ass people that pretend to be family, pretend to be friends, and then they come into your life pretending as though they have your back, but they really want to stab you in your back. Yeah, they as fake as a $3 bill. Yes, they are. And then BW6 said it's not your fault if that happened to you. That's right. It's nobody's fault. If anything, diabolical or wicked or low vibrational happened to you, okay? A lot of times, there's a lot of victim blaming that goes on. And unfortunately, this persuades or dissuades little children, little boys, little girls to, go and tell an adult or go and tell a parent or something because they've been made to feel ashamed or guilty, or that it was their fault that it happened to them. And this stops the healing process, and this allows the perpetrator, this allows the pervert to get away with murder, to get away with things, and that should not be, okay? And daughters and sons of the light have to learn how to speak up, okay? You are not what happened to you, and it was not your fault, okay? Sometimes people just need to hear that so that it can liberate them and set them free, okay? Because you got the motherfuckers that did stuff to you, they sleeping good at night, snoring and shit, okay? And you're the one that, is up all night and got anxiety and, don't trust nobody, and you hate yourself, you blame yourself, and it's not your fault, okay? So I hope that somebody is liberated from that message today. And thank you, B, for chiming in with that. That is so true. Essence of Divine gave the hearts. What's up, Essence of Divine? Thank you so much, okay? Yeah, she said, yes, true, it's so on point, okay? I'm so glad that the reading resonated with you, okay? And then Chelsea Lambert, 5468 says, true. Yeah, and then Queen the Empress said, not happening. I know that's right. When they come back around trying to get in where they fit in, you better tell their ass, hell no. Okay, get on and get some more, goddammit, and not over here. I know that's right. Essence of Divine gave the hundreds, okay? Yeah, we speak in truth over here. We speak in truth to the light, yeah? And then Jessica gave the hand clap or the wave. What's up, Jessica? How are you? Okay. And gave the #1 thumb. That's cute. Thank you. Oh, and then someone got a little shush. Okay. It's my birthday today. Well, happy birthday, Untamed Kings Without Thrones. Happy birthday to you. Okay. Yeah. Everybody in the chat, y'all need to say happy birthday to Untamed King Without Thrones. Okay. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Yeah, there you go. Happy birthday. I hope you have a very beautiful day. Be safe, okay? Have fun and be safe, because you want to have another year around the sun. You're meant to be here, okay? Yeah. And then Essence of Divine has given more hearts. Thank you. What's up, James? James gave the save 100. Appreciate you. Yeah, we try to be on point, okay? B says, I needed to hear this, especially today. Thank you. Well, B, you are so welcome, and I am so glad that I was obedient and listened to Spirit, because I was very, very tired with a lot of things I had to do today. But, I always know that things are going to turn out all right when I just do what I need to do. Because, we got the rest of the day, and I can still, chill on out and rest and, do what I got to do. Yeah. So I'm so glad, B, that you were here and you heard the message at the right time. Yeah. And Untamed Kings Without Thrones says, thank you. You're very welcome. You're so very welcome. And then Essence of Divine is saying happy birthday to you, Untamed Kings Without Thrones. Yeah. Okay, so enjoy your beautiful day, you guys. All right. Okay, y'all. So I'm going to turn it loose, okay, up here in my apothecary / Attica, okay, / witch cave, wife cave, yada, yada. Okay, if I be up here too much more longer, my animal baby's going to come up here and make a debut. Okay, so let me shut it on down and get on downstairs and see what's happening with the fam. And I hope that you guys will enjoy the rest of your day, okay, with family that you love, with family that you can trust, or with friends, okay? All kin ain't got to be skin, okay? So if you guys got your people, your tribe, okay? Spend some time with your tribe today, okay? Give somebody a hug that needs it today. And if someone is willing to give you a hug, let them, okay? Let people give you your flowers, dear one, because you survived. And you're not even supposed to be here, okay? Meditate on that for today, okay? All right, you're special. You got work to do, okay? All right, so Essence of Divine says, thank you, beautiful. Have a lovely day. You as well, dear one. You as well, okay? All right, you guys. And so, let's see. Nancy says, ma'am, can I ask the question here? I'm getting ready to sign out, dear one. I'm getting ready to sign out, okay? But if you come through on the next live, whenever that will be, and you have a particular question, as long as it's not, if it's a question where you need to get a personal reading, boo, you need to get a personal reading. But if it's another different kind of question, I'll just wait and see what it is, okay? So hold your question, hold tight, and then the next time I'm online that I come live, don't know when it will be, whenever Spirit tell me to get back on here, I'll be back. And if you're here, I'll see what you want to ask, okay? All right. Okay, guys, so I am out, okay? And so until next time, you guys, stay beautiful, stay blessed, and stay great. Okay, peace.